It's summertime, and summertime for us means DIY friendship bracelets. Now these friendship bracelets I think look absolutely amazing, and I promise you the technique we're going to use today is super duper easy, and you'll love making these and making lots over and over. So come on then, let's take a look and see how easy it is to make these knotted friendship bracelets today. You will need a piece of card, you will need 7 strands of wool. I've got 3 different colours, about 1 meter long, pencil and ruler. And then I've used a tin can. Yeah, you've probably seen this as my pen pot. You can see how to make it down below. And I'm going to use that as a guide to get my neat circle. So I've got my circle, get my scissors to cut this out. Now you need to sort of try and figure out where your middle is. It's not a disaster if you don't get it exactly right. I think my middle's about here. Does that look right? Yeah, ish. And now you draw a line across, another line across at right angles. So you've got quarters. And then repeat as central down as you can to get 8, total of 8 lines running into the center. Now you can see it's not super neat, it's not perfect, but that's okay. Next we're going to take our scissors and I'm going to cut to about 2 centimeters from the center, so to about here. Again, it's not an exact science. I'm going to get my little pokey scissors because they're a bit stronger, and I'm going to make a nice big hole in the middle. Enough that I can later weave my strands through. So I've got my 7 strands, so that's 7. I did 2 of each plus 1 extra. And at one end, you bring them all together and you tie a knot. And you do the knot by going round your fingers and then you push it through underneath. And now take the other end. This is going to be the fiddliest bit of the whole lot, is trying to get this through that hole. And again, I've just kind of squished it together. I'm taking my scissors and I'm going to poke them through. And luckily, look, pick them all up. So now you're ready to start your weaving. First thing you do is you just put one behind each gap. It doesn't really matter what order, but I'm just going to alternate the colours. There we go. So they're all lined up like so, and now you see that there's one with nothing on it. So what you need to do now is you go from the one that has got nothing on it, you go 1, 2, 3, you pick this one over and bring it down. Twist the disc round so it's pointing down again. You go 1, 2, 3, pick it and bring it down. And one more time, bring the gap down, 1, 2, 3, and bring it down. Now you literally carry on with that. Every so often you give this little tug at the back and you carry on and carry on and carry on until you've got the right length. So I'm going to do that off video obviously because it's going to take quite some time, and then we'll come back and see how it finishes. Now one thing to say, as you do it, these strings might get a bit muddled, so just straighten them out every so often and that will make it easier. So this is long enough now to go at my daughter's wrist. So the easiest way to finish this bracelet off is you take it off. Pull it through. Well, actually, cut it. Easier to pull through then. Give it quite generous bit extra. And then I'm going to carefully unknot this. it together around the wrist. Let's do it this way. Bring it together and just create a little knot by looping it. Now I also want to show you another way of knotting off your friendship bracelet, so keep watching so you can see how that's done. So once this is done, I'm going to pull it really tight. Once it's on her wrist, pull it really tight, and then I'm going to trim the edges. I don't want to do it too tight now because I do actually want her to wear it first, but that's how you do your basic friendship bracelet, and you knot it onto your hand. Now I'm going to show you, keep watching, a way of how you can have a really cute friendship bracelet that you can take on and off. So come on, let's take a look at that as well. So here's the second way. There'll be another one in a minute of knotting off your final bracelet. What you need to do at the beginning is you need to have a loop when you're putting your threads through. So when you're getting your 7 strands, loop them like so when you're putting it through, and then you've got a loop. Now in ours we've only got the 2, the yellow and the blues we didn't loop, but if you want that loop you can create that at the beginning. And then at the end you halve your strands. You can plait them if you want, or you can just leave them the way they are, and you loop them through this one, these 2, and then you just tie them off. And I quite like this way as well because then you don't end up with quite such a tight knot. So that's another way of doing it. So this is quite a loose one, quite a big one, but it makes it for comfortable taking on and off. So on to the next way of sealing off your bracelet. So another way that you can finish it off is before you start, so this is going to be my next bracelet, I've got a little button here. You can use any button, but it's going to be one where you're able to get your thicker wool through it, and I would say at least 2 of the strands. So I've got 2. I'm going to run it up to the, it's going to get a bit knotted now, run it up to the top. I have managed to knot it all up. So if you run it to the top, that's 4 strands. Make sure that they're all evenly aligned at the bottom. So you take the ends, make sure they're all aligned. And then you get your other strands, because you'll still need 2 more. So I've got another white and I've got 1 more blue. And then as before, you take them, create a knot, get my scissors, push it through, and then I'm going to start making my bracelet. So to finish this one off, we've got our bead or our button at that end. We'll cut it just generously so that you have enough for knotting. Pull this through. Now you make a knot at the bottom. Sort of quite close and quite tight. Could have done it a bit closer, but that's okay. And then you make a second knot here. Make sure it's big enough so the button can fit through, but not too loose. I think that's good. Just double check. Yes, that works nicely. And then you trim. Make sure it's nice and tight. There we go. And that's your next way, your other way of being able to take your friendship bracelet on or off. And that's it. So a little cardboard disc, really quick and easy to make, some wool, and off you go. Like I say, this one's still quite loose because I'm going to tie it onto my daughter's hand, but in the meantime, that's how easy it is to make these fabulous looking friendship bracelets. Let's see if we can get a nice close-up. There we go. Don't they look great? Now, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Of course, we'd love to see you again soon. And that's it. Take care, keep watching, keep making, and see you here again soon. Take care. Bye.